Hey everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video is going to be a new Will I Buy It. I post my Will I Buy It videos every single Wednesday where I'm chatting about some new makeup releases and launches, letting you know a little bit about them, and then talking over if I'm going to pick them up or pass over them. And as always, I have a lot to chat about this week, so why don't we go ahead and get started. Alrighty, so jumping into this week. I got a lot of tags on this, and I think it's because a lot of people know that I really enjoy this brand, but Dose of Colors just released new lip glosses. They have 12 new glosses. It says it's a new formula. It's non-sticky, a high gloss finish. They are $17 each. I have seen these already available on the Ulta Beauty website and also the Dose of Colors website as well. I have never tried the Dose of Colors lip gloss formula. I do really enjoy their liquid lipsticks, and then I also do have one of their like kind of regular creamy lipsticks, and some of my favorites. I enjoy the Dose of Colors brand so much. There is not a lot from them that I have tried that I have not like fallen absolutely in love with. And so when I saw these, I was like, I kind of want to pick one up. I have been over here like, oh, the lip gloss trend is coming back, but oh no, don't really matter to me. I'm not gonna wear that much lip gloss because I love liquid lipsticks. And now all of a sudden I keep finding myself reaching for certain lip glosses. Like I'll put my liquid lipstick on even and I'll be like, just gonna grab this gloss real quick, and I'm like, no, come on, man. It's happening. I'm definitely wearing lip glosses more. I've been finding myself, we went out the other weekend and I put 4 lip glosses in my clutch with me. I mean, I didn't realize there was already 2 in there, so there's that, but then I grabbed another 2 because I was like, I'm not sure which one I want. And later that night when I went to grab out a lip gloss, I pulled out 4 and I was like, girl, get it together. What is wrong with you? So yeah, okay, so I'm wearing lip gloss more. So there's that. But I really do think that I want to try some of these. I just got the 20% off coupon for Ulta this morning, which has me really excited. And I have a bunch of points that I was thinking about redeeming. So I'm kind of thinking about that one. I wish the glosses were a little bit cheaper than $17. Does anyone else feel like 17 is maybe a little bit high for a lip gloss? I mean, I'm someone who also purchased the Marc Jacobs lip glosses, which are more than $17, but still, like, when their liquid lipsticks are $18, I'm like, I just feel like a gloss should be more than $1 cheaper. You know what I'm saying? Because especially with gloss, like you do have to reapply gloss more than you would a liquid lipstick. You go through it quicker, and I don't know, I just don't feel like it gives like as much of an impact as a regular lipstick or a liquid lipstick. So I'm like, $17 I still feels like high, but if I have 20% off and I have my points at Ulta, maybe it wouldn't be as bad. But I'm super interested in these. I want to go through and look at swatches a little bit more closely and see. I can't decide if I'm leaning towards a nude gloss or a pink gloss because like I'm always into nudes, but right now I'm also super into pinks. So can't really decide. But I do have a really nice nude lipstick from Dose of Colors. What's it called? It came in the Snuggle Is Real set, and it's like the really peachy nude, and I really like it, but I love it with a gloss even more. So I was thinking of maybe getting a nude gloss from Dose of Colors and then pairing those two together, which I think would look really pretty. But yeah, I'm very interested in these. I love Dose of Colors as a brand. I would like to try out their lip glosses as well. But what do you think about this? Have you tried the Dose of Colors lip glosses? I know they say these are a new formula because everybody always has to put out a new formula, which doesn't make any freaking sense to me. But have you guys already purchased them? Are you interested in them? Let us know. Alrighty, so Becca Cosmetics is coming out with a bunch of new releases. Wow, it's getting a lot of tags on this one. So they have a new collection coming out called Ocean Jules. I'm reading now from the Trend Mood 1 Instagram page, so I will have her Instagram link down below like I normally do. It has the Ocean Jules Highlight Palette for $46. It's limited edition and features 5 brand new shades of the Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed Highlight formula. There's also the Ocean Jules Eyeshadow Palette for $35, featuring 7 brand new shades and 3 versatile finishes: creamy, matte, metallic, and twinkling topper. That's a tongue twister. Then there's also the Liptuitive Glow Gloss, which is $25. It says it's a customized pink shade, a lip gloss that enhances the natural color of your lips with the ultimate high shine finish. It reacts to the natural chemistry of your lips, blooming into your perfect shape. The Glow Gloss, $25. Okay, so I just said $17 is really high for a lip gloss. Now we're talking $25. I'm like, ooh, I don't know about that. And I'm not sure. I think it's really cool how it says like it'll react to your body and it'll kind of turn your own unique color. The packaging on it, the packaging on all of this collection looks really freaking cool, but like, I'm interested, but I'm not interested enough for $25 for it. You know what I mean? Especially when it's like, what color are you gonna get? What if you don't like it? What if you don't like the way that it reacts to your natural body chemistry? Then that would be a bummer. But like I said, especially since I just talked about the Dose of Colors lip gloss, I would rather purchase that one than I would the $25 one from Becca. So I would pass over the lip gloss. The Ocean Jules eyeshadow palette for $35. $35, I guess, I don't know, isn't a terrible price for Becca for 7 products. Becca is more high-end. The packaging looks really cool. It looks like a seashell packaging, which I think is very neat. But I don't know, kind of like the layout and such reminded me of the Becca, like the Après Ski Glow eye palette that came out around the holiday time. And that one like did not get good reviews, like at all. Like, I don't know if I saw, maybe I saw one positive. I feel like I saw one positive review of that eyeshadow palette, but other than that, it didn't. So I don't know if maybe just like the layout wise inside kind of reminded me of that one. That's kind of like what my mind went to right away. And I was like, ooh, I don't know about that. So I don't know. I haven't tried any Becca eyeshadows. I'm mostly more on their face products. I actually have a bronzer and blush on from Becca today. So I'm more into like the face products. So I think I would also pass over the eyeshadow palette. You know, of course I'm going to watch reviews of it and maybe this one will be absolutely amazing, but from what I've seen and what I know, like I feel like I can skip over that, and I also have plenty of eyeshadow palettes, so I'm gonna skip over that one. Doesn't call to me. The thing that made me do a double take was that cool shell packaging, but I try not to buy just for packaging. Sometimes I fail though, but I try. Let's see, and then the Ocean Jules highlighter palette for $46. This is definitely the one that I think that I got the most tags on and the one that I kind of looked at really hard. I'll try to be inserting the best photos that I can in this video, of course, but the packaging on this one, again, like the packaging across this entire collection, like I said, I think is really, really cool. But I'm not sold on the highlight palette, and like I have plenty of Becca highlights. I have the Champagne Glow Face palette with Champagne Pop, Prosecco Pop. I have the Après Ski Glow Face palette with Rose Quartz and Opal in there. Like I have a lot of Becca highlights, which is fantastic. So I'm like, do I really need this highlight palette? And it does say it has 5 brand new shades, which I think is good because I feel like a lot of times with these palettes, you're kind of getting repeat shades over and over again. It's like, well, I already have that one, but now I'm gonna buy a palette that already has that one. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I think that was cool to see the 5 new shades. There are also some interesting ones, like just looking at the photo and swatches, like I don't know for sure how this would react to the skin, but like kind of more of like a yellow and a blue, and then there's a darker one, things like that. I don't know if I would get the most use out of that. I like that it's also going to be the same formula. We're not switching up formulas because it's just something that drives me insane. Like you grow to love something from a brand and they're like, actually we got something new for you. It's like, just give us what we want, man. Give us what we love. So I enjoy seeing that it would be the same formula, but I don't know if I would get enough use out of all of the different shades in there. And for $46, like I do want to get all of the shades. You know, now I'm flashing back to the Becca Après Ski Glow Face Palette that has 6 shades. I use every single shade in there. Every single one. It was $54, I believe I paid for it, but don't even care because I get so much use out of that palette. It's crazy. So I'm still reaching for that one. I still love that one so much. I feel like I would still gravitate towards that one versus this new one from Becca. So it's like, meh, do I really need to pay the $46 for a new one? I don't think so. Also, if you guys do not follow me on a few other platforms, my husband did just lose his job, so this Will I Buy It is kind of challenging to make because I am now the sole income for our family, and I have a career based out of doing things I love, like writing books and making YouTube videos. I am not in either of those industries for the paycheck, so trying to stay positive. So that definitely could be something that you might see reflected in, you know, upcoming Will I Buy It videos, haul videos, review videos, things like that. It's, you know, it's something that is a very huge part of my life right now and something that we're still trying to figure out, and our future is very unknown at this moment, so it's kind of challenging. So wanted to sneak that one in here as well. And again, if my mood has seemed a little bit off in videos, it's because we're dealing with something very serious right now. But yeah, like I said, for the $46, knowing that I love a highlight palette even more and that I get plenty of use out of, I just don't think I would need this one. The pan sizes also do look kind of small, which I don't always love because it's kind of harder to dip your brushes in there and things like that. So I think I'm gonna actually end up passing over everything. The packaging looks really cool. You know, I definitely was intrigued by a couple things and took a closer look at them, but overall I decided from what I have in my collection, you know, life events, things like that, how much would I actually use each of these products. I know that I can say no to all three in the collection, but I would love to know what made you do a double take and what are you super excited to pick up from the collection. And I don't think I said a release date on here. It just says coming soon. So if I have more information by the time this video goes live, I'll have it in the description box down below, but I would love to get your thoughts on this collection. Alrighty, so next up I was getting a ton of tags on this one. Christen Dominique, she is a fellow YouTuber. She is launching her own makeup brand, which is super cool and very exciting. And her first product is releasing very soon here, tomorrow maybe? Yes, tomorrow? You guys, my world's been kind of rocked lately. I don't even know what day it is. It's called Dominique Cosmetics for her name, and the Dominique Latte palette is the first product that's launching, and it's $42. It's an eyeshadow palette. It says the pre-sale is January 24th. It will ship internationally, and that is what I am seeing right now. So I'll put a photo of the eyeshadow palette down below, and I am not gonna lie, I did a double take really hard. I love the colors in here. I feel like she picked so many fun colors in here. Like there's these fun pops of this blue and kind of almost like, it looks to be like a magenta color, which I think is gorgeous, but then there's also plenty of neutrals in there. You have your transition colors in there. I feel like you could create some really fun looks with this one, which I think is awesome. Huge congrats to Christen Dominique. I started watching her channel fairly recently. I want to say maybe within the past 6 months or so, and she has at least 1 million subscribers. I'm not for sure how many she has, but she has a ton of subscribers. She's a huge name out there, but I recently started following her and I really enjoy her videos. She's so like calming and she just seems just down to earth, and I really enjoy her tutorials, especially where she does ones like one face, like a certain country's makeup, and then one side of her face, the other one, so you can kind of compare. Those are really cool, and I was having a really good time watching all of her videos on that one. I thought was awesome. Do you guys follow Christen Dominique? Are you familiar with the name? I know there's so many YouTubers out there, like it's basically impossible to be familiar with all of them, but I was really excited when I saw that she was launching her own makeup brand. That's super cool, like major kudos. That's awesome. But I would love this palette, but especially with everything that's happening right now, I do have to be pretty careful of the makeup purchases I'm doing. Pretty much anything that I'll be buying makeup wise is going to be via gift cards or points, or if I have some sort of crazy deal or discount or things like that. I just kind of have to be a little bit more conscious of what it is that I'm buying lately, and not just with makeup, with really anything in general. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who have gone through something like this as well, and you know, you can probably relate to when it's still really unknown and still really new. You just kind of have to be just more careful. So I wanted to mention that. I've talked about it on a few of my other social media platforms, but I did want to mention it here as well because it's definitely something that's going to make me have to, you know, think a little bit more carefully about my makeup purchases and all of that. I truly think that if all of this wasn't going on right now, or if we already had some sort of set plan in place or something like that, I think that I would purchase the palette. I think it's really pretty. I would love to be able to support, but with everything going on, I just don't think it's going to be wise to spend $42 on an eyeshadow palette. And you know, it's a brand new brand. I don't know how things are going to go. I don't know how the shipping will be, the customer service. I know nothing about the formula. You know, there's no reviews out there yet besides I think just Kristen's video talking about the palette. So would it be the smartest thing for me to do? Probably not at this moment, but I'm really excited for it. I think the palette looks really pretty. A big congrats to her. I would love to know if you guys are planning on purchasing this palette as well when it releases, and of course I'll have some links down below if you're interested, and I'll link her YouTube channel too, things like that. But yeah, big congrats to her. It looks really cool, but I'm gonna have to pass over it. And then last up, the palette that I got so many tags on is a new one from Juvia'S. They're coming out with the Festival palette. It will be part of a collection. I know there's gonna be some lipsticks involved, but I was mostly just getting tags and questions about the actual palette, so that's what I'm gonna chat about. It says it will be available on February 15th. I didn't see a price, but I'm thinking it'll probably be around $21.50 or so, because that is what the other Juvia'S palettes that are similar to this packaging and number of shades and all of that, that's what they are listed at on the Juvia'S website. So the Festival palette, I mean, I feel like all of the palettes that Juvia'S puts out, the packaging is so bomb on them, and they always look amazing. Their shade selections are always just a little bit unique and different. I feel like there's so many palettes with Juvia's Place that we just are getting something a little bit different, and my eyes are definitely drawn to the brand. I actually just mentioned them in, was it yesterday's video, the brands that I wish would be carried at Sephora and Ulta, and I did mention Juvia's Place. It gravitates more towards buying at the bigger stores for things like discounts and rewards and rebates and the return policy and, you know, all of that fun stuff. And especially with what I was saying right now, having to be a little bit more careful, it just, that's why I'm definitely at this moment too, I'm basically gonna be right with Sephora and Ulta for the time being. So that is why I mentioned Juvia's Place in that video, but this one looks really cool. I mean, the photo that I'm looking at right now, there looks to be like a red and an orange, a pink, a blue, gold, orange, like, I mean, the palette looks super eye-catching, and for the $21.50, I don't think that is a bad price at all. I think Juvia's Place is definitely, I mean, they're not like the most affordable brand ever, but I feel like they have really good prices, and I have been able to try one of their eyeshadow palettes, the Mini Masquerade, and the pigmentation is so good, and you know, I hear really great reviews about this one. This one definitely caught my attention for sure, but again, just kind of with everything going on, I don't think it's going to pull me enough to purchase, even though $21 is better than, you know, the $42 and the $46 that I was mentioning in this video. But I also am pretty happy with my eyeshadow palette collection. I've actually had 2 amazing subscribers that send me kind of like care packages, and both included eyeshadow palettes, including the Violet Voss hashtag palette, which I really wanted to purchase myself, and I had a subscriber, Jill, send it to me. That's what's on my eyes today. I'm so grateful for things like that and people supporting during this time. It's been really awesome. So I just kind of know, especially with just everything that I have in my collection right now, I really don't need to purchase another eyeshadow palette, and you know, need to be a bit better, if not on a no buy, then on a very strict low buy. I also feel like I've said this about Juvia's Place palettes in the past too, but there's still other ones that I really want to get from Juvia's Place. The blush palettes I've been eyeing for a while, but out of the eyeshadow palettes, the Saharan has always really caught my attention, and the newer one, I think it's called the Deuce eyeshadow palette, that one has caught my attention too, a little bit over like maybe the newer ones, which I know it's really cool to like get the hot new things all of the time. But sometimes I'm more attracted to some of the older products too, so I think if I were to make a purchase with Juvia's Place, I would still go with one of the older palettes that have interested me for a while. But I'd love to know what you think about the festival palette from Juvia's Place. I'm definitely going to be ordering it when it comes out in February. Are these totally your vibes? I would love to know. But after that, that's going to do it for this week's Will I Buy It video. Okay guys, so that is everything for this week's Will I Buy It video. I know the Will I Buy It videos are going to be a little bit more challenging for me to do in the next, I mean, who knows, upcoming weeks or months or things like that. But I wanted to take a minute and thank everybody again for all of the support. I've talked a little bit about it here on YouTube, but I've also opened up on other social media platforms, and I appreciate all the support, the love, the kind words, the letters that have come in, and the packages as well. It's just been a really overwhelming time, and it's been really amazing to see the community and the friendships that I have formed with so many people, and I want to say that I appreciate it so very much. But other than that, that is going to do it for this week's Will I Buy It video. I hope that you will let me know what you thought about all the products that I mentioned down below, what you are interested in, what you're passing over, and also what you would like to see included in next week's Will I Buy It video. And as always, if you guys did enjoy this one, I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up. I hope that you will also consider subscribing before you go, and I will catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.